that we need to attain. We have competition within Leéiyen to work harder and much harder. I think my work is, first of all, a call. And a call does not signify the absence of some difficulties or maybe hitches. But the hitches mostly is because we have to pay for everything. We have to pay for an office. I have to be able to pay my house rents because I'm still renting, as I said, and take care of my kids. And we don't have a vehicle like for the organization. We don't have a means to get to most of the communities. We have to rely on public transport. Most of the times we go, we have to get out of the car, push vehicles. We have numb legs. So I think this is just the small problems, we have. And we are people of vision. So we don't give up in spite of this. We know it's just for the meantime. And after this, there's going to be glory. Well, not that the government cannot be able to pay me like a regular salary. But again, working for the system, Cameroonians are not productive when they work for the government. There is a lot of laxity. You go to the ministry and somebody comes at 11 a.m. By 1 a.m., the person keeps the suit on the chair and the person is gone. But in Leéiyen, it's not the case. I sit on my desk and maybe it's 11 p.m. in the night, I'm still working. So you are really dedicated. We go to the field like a team, and there we work. In the evenings, we have assessment. After the assessment, we have to deliberate, prepare for the next day's activities. So it's more challenging in the field, and we really love what we're doing. So I think I told you sometime that a couple of years ago, even during the case, thanks to the kind-heartedness of our Minister of Secondary Education, Honorable Louis Bapes, I was able to discuss the issue about sexual harassment with him. And he really sent a discharge one of the technical advisors in the Ministry of Secondary Education to go to the field to talk to some of the children. He came, and Mr. Ibai, he did talk to some of the children. So he brought back his remarks to the minister. And the minister he had to keep the principal aside, the head of that institution, where the sexual, harassment was taking place. So we have had this cordial relationship, but it depends on what field. The Ministry of Social Affairs, I think, dispatched a delegation to our office, and they had maybe a very intense survey about some of the things that we are doing. And they were interested, like maybe in some of the majority of the projects that we are doing. But again, at times, I get maybe a little concerned whether what we see over CRTV is what pertains in the field. Maybe a minister goes somewhere, you see 3 wheelbarrows, and they tell you the project is 30 million, and that is it. So we don't want to be like operate in this type of a manner. So we still have a cordial relationship in spite of everything. We are Cameroonians, and we have a vision to build a good nation. One of the activities, one of the things that we want to do basically is we want to encourage communities to start giving, to know that in giving, they are showing love. In giving, development comes. So we are sharing the same spirit across developing countries. So it's not only in Cameroon that Leéiyen intends to end, because most of our partners are overseas, and we are collaborating with other organizations within Africa. And the problems we face as an organization can be almost the same like that is being faced by other organizations. So Leéiyen is having this vision of a better world. And one of it will be that for Cameroon will be to have this talent center come to realization. So once the talent center is there, I think we must have done a lot. Because after that period, maybe I will have to go somewhere else to work in another country. Let me talk about the boreholes. For instance, when we were in the Niger Delta area, we discovered that the Nigerian government did several boreholes using the monopumps that are coming from India, and none were operational. And with the work we did with our partners, Hydro Missions International from the US, we have a manual borehole equipment. When we trained the community, we built the capacity of the community to work with them. The community then knew that they were going to replace the monopumps, which were not functional, using the simple method of pulley and a bellow bucket to get water. Okay. So that's what we actually brought. And today when we had the meeting with the delegation from SUA, that's some of the things I was telling them. That to me, the simple method is very good, and it can make a very big difference in their communities. So we have a lot of things that we are sharing with people, even with some of our partners through seminars, like what I told you about capacity and credibility that works for organizations. But if you ask most mainstream organizations, like in Cameroon, they will tell you that what they need first is the funding. That capacity and credibility can come afterwards. It can last for a very, very long time. Yes. Like I told you, our partners have a lot of confidence in what they are doing, and the boreholes have worked in several countries across Africa and Asia. So it can last for as long as it is being managed properly. Okay. It doesn't have any machine or engine that it works on. I want to encourage all Cameroonians, never give up, never back down. Go for your dreams, work hard, be devoted and dedicated, and you'll make it. Thank you.